Hello, this is Steve from IWillGetReady.com. Today we're going to be talking about first aid kits, and we're going to go through and we've unloaded ours. We're checking everything that's in it. We're going to pack it back in it. We bought this box about 20 years ago. It's like a fishing tackle box. It has nice compartments on top. The top locks. You can open up the bottom with some big spaces on the bottom. It makes an excellent first aid kit. So the first thing we're going to work on is the essential equipment. So start with a pair of goggles, some latex gloves, and everything should be stacked up if possible so you can find it without having to paw through everything else. Emergency rescue blanket, we got a couple of those. Dust mask, one dust mask. 2 sanitary napkins. These make excellent bandages for heavy bleeding, or you might need them for their intended purpose. Tweezers. We got a couple of different pairs. One pair of tweezers and one with a magnifying glass. Very useful if you're trying to pull a splinter out. Try and put everything in here so it can be seen from the top. Sterile scalpel, we got to get one of those. I'll circle that. Sharp scissors on the string so you don't lose them. Thermometer. Get that up in the corner. List of emergency phone numbers. Small bottle of hand sanitizer. CPR rescue breathing face shield. Well, we don't have one of those. Have to get that. Needle and thread. It's a needle. And where'd the thread go? I lost the thread. Well, we'll find it later. Medicine dropper. Duct tape. I'm going to put that over here. Q-tips. Eyeglass repair kit. Most everybody in our family wears glasses, so that will come in very handy. Pocket knife. And the hand sanitizer we already got in there. A syringe in case you need to irrigate a wound. And some extra Ziploc bags. In case you need to put things in. Those will go over here. And we can go put a flashlight in ours. A mirror you can use for signaling or for looking at yourself. And a razor for shaving. You might need to shave an area before you can bandage it. Pens and pencils. Markers. Okay, and also a basic first aid book, which we'll put in here last. Bandaging material. Adhesive bandages of various sizes. So we got several different sizes here. Here's some large bandages. And these will have to go in the bottom. Here's some smaller bandages. We don't have any knuckle or fingertip bandages. We need to get a triangular bandage. Elastic bandages for springs. What we commonly say is an A-strap. Those can go right here. Gauze pads. We got some 2-inch gauze pads. And we have a bunch of 4-inch gauze pads. The list says 3-inch, but we can cut the 4-inch down if we really need, if they're a little too big and the 2-inch isn't big enough. Okay. Some rolls of gauze and tape. large trauma pads. We don't have any 8x10 trauma pads. A couple of iPads. I know I saw one in here last week, but I don't see it today. And we've got the regular old Band-Aids. Those go nicely in the compartment on top. And that takes care of the bandaging materials. And 2 or 3 things on the list we need to go out and get and replenish our kit. And now wound management. You got to take care of somebody if they get a wound, a puncture or an abrasion. So you need antibiotic cream, a couple of tubes of triple antibiotic cream, some antiseptic towelettes, got some of those. We also have a bunch of alcohol swabs. Iodine solution. We've got some tincture of iodine solution here. Some disposable ice packs. Okay, blisters and burns. We're supposed to have moleskin sheets and some other things we're missing. Some second skin. We do have some non-woven adhesive. And we've got some burn relief gel. And we've got some new skin, but it's not quite what they're looking for all that stuff. And we'll put these down below. Alright, now we get to medications. So Tylenol, and we've got some Excedrin. And we've got some Motrin and some Tylenol, so several different kinds of pain relievers. Antihistamine. Don't see any antihistamines. We'll have to get some of those. Sting relief pads. Well, there's one sting relief, a couple of burn cooling gel pads, so and some BioFreeze, which are aloe vera gel. Don't have any aloe vera gel. Imodium. Imodium. Put those in there. Alka-Seltzer. Hydrocortisone cream. Cortisone cream. There's some medicated anti-itch cream and some Ichphenol ointment. Activated charcoal and syrup of Ipaca for Epicac for poisoning. We need to get some of those too. Some cough drops. Sunscreen. Okay, now hard candy, and then we'll get to extra things for your family and other things that we've elected to put in our kit. Some antibiotic. You may or may not be able to get your doctor to give you an extra prescription for that. We're diabetic, so we put some glucose tablets in our kit. Bee sting allergies. We have, our kids were very allergic to insect bites, yellow jackets and other kinds of stinging insects, so we have we carry an EpiPen. A couple of weeks worth of Linda's medications. Cold and flu capsules. Antacid tablets. ibuprofen pills. Make sure everything is labeled as to what it is, particularly if it's not in its original containers. And some extra bandages. Some antifungal cream. Some lip balm and some Carmex for cold sores, in case you get cold sore. Some soap for washing. And we carry some dental supplies. Some little toothbrushes, some dental floss, some temporary filling material, all useful if one has a tooth problem. Domo Bromo, it's an astringent solution that you use for soaking a wound. It'll be very useful. If it's not on a foot or a hand where you can put it in the soak it, then you can make a pack out of it on cloth and wet cloth and the solution and soak it that way. And we have a snake bite kit. We put a sewing kit in. Lidoderm pad for pain relief. Poncho. Some waterproof matches and some cards to write notes on. Hairbrush. And last but not least, the basic first aid book. I got this at a course at work. It's got lots of pictures. Very useful, quick, educational book. And that's our family first aid kit. If you want the list of what should be in your family or your personal kit, go to iwillgetready.com. And we've got lots of information there on first aid kits and other emergency supplies. Thank you.